All right, our next storyteller for tonight is Maureen Bogues. She was raised in Omaha, Nebraska. Maureen told me two of her friends came. That's okay. I went to Iowa State. It's not as bad. Go Cyclones. All right, so Maureen, if you know Maureen, you know that she was raised in a family of music. Her father played the piano, and she grew up as a little girl just imagining herself prancing on stage, singing pop songs, hugely popular. So she decided one day to write one of her idols to get some advice. Please welcome Maureen Bogues and her story, Dear Donny.
When I was 9 years old, the only thing I wanted in the world was to be a pop singer. I was taking piano lessons, guitar lessons. I would sing at little family gatherings and at little talent shows. But that's about the extent of it. And I was also very obsessed with one pop singer, Donny Osmond. For those of you who are a little bit younger than I am, Donny was the Justin Bieber of the early 70s. He had great hair. He's very cute, had a big smile, sang voice like an angel, and all the girls would scream over Donny Osmond. He also sang with his brothers, the Osmond brothers. And, and I liked their music. They sang good pop songs. And, they had all these great outfits, these jumpsuits, kind of like Elvis wore with fringe and beads and macrame belts and chokers. And then they had these choreographed dance moves, right? And so I had wall-to-wall Osmond posters all over my bedroom. And I would sing along to my record player, singing along to Osmond songs, pretending I'm the extra Osmond. And then one time when I was, still about 9 years old, at school they were having this talent show, and I volunteered to sing my favorite Osmond song, which is called Yo-Yo. And it goes a little bit like this: ho, 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 just like a yo-yo, just like a yo-yo, ho, 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 just like a yo-yo, just like a yo-yo. I have to do my own backing vocals here, But I don't have all the Osmonds behind me. But then at school, like for the next year, it was usually boys, and there was a handful of them, would call me Yo-Yo Girl. This is not how I pictured my pop star career going. This was not how I pictured it at all. But anyway, you had to deal with that. But I still would write letters to Donny Osmond. I write fan letters. And as it happens, there was one I never sent. It is dated March 28, 1972. It's written in pencil, very careful cursive, on a piece of notebook paper. And this is a copy. This is not the original. But, there's a couple things. Like, I had some hard things to tell Donny. I had some hard things to tell him. And then I had questions. So it says, Dear Donny. Well, I have bad news. This girl named Dina doesn't love you anymore. She used to be wild about you like I am, but now she's jealous of you. The reason why is because she can't get over a boy in my class. Please don't feel too bad. I know how it would feel to lose one of your best fans. Even a lot of people don't like you. And twice as many do. It was some hard news I was giving him. The people who didn't like him turned out were those boys in my class. They just harassed us endlessly. Now, to me, though, the heart of this letter is deeper. We go a little bit further down. And I'm like, where do you start to be a singer? I mean, how did your career come about? I would love to be a singer, and I'm trying to perform whenever I can. How do you get a song published and make it a hit? And then, how do you write songs? I'm trying to write songs, but they sound like a bunch of crud on the piano. Now, I ask you, is this a letter of somebody in love with Donny Osmond? No. No. This is someone who wants to be Donny Osmond. I envied Donny Osmond. I wanted to replace Donny Osmond and sing with his brothers. But anyway, so I actually got to see the Osmonds when I was a kid. My dad took the family to see the Osmonds. It was my first big arena concert, and I was really excited because I know all their songs and everything, but I couldn't hear the songs very well because every time Donny opened his mouth, all these girls started screaming. I couldn't hear the music. And I was excited, but I didn't think it required screaming. I didn't understand what was going on with the screaming. Frankly, I was feeling just a little bit superior. My 9-year-old self, I didn't understand. And then, a couple of decades later, I did, at a Katie Lang concert. I had since come out as a lesbian, and might explain the lack of crush on Donny. I'd come out as a lesbian, and I'm at the Katie Lang concert, and there's all these other lesbians, and we're screaming. We are screaming because, well, I don't know, hormones and just star crush and series talent combined with an out gay person. I mean, it was a lot. It was really, really cool. So I never, by the time I'm into adulthood, I'm not really doing much with singing, anymore in any formal way. But that changed around 9/11, the terrorist attacks in this country. I was feeling really sad, like I'm sure a lot of people were. The whole country was in mourning. And I have family out there, and they weren't impacted directly, but they live in Manhattan, so it was kind of rough. And so one day I wander into this church in the Castro neighborhood, gay church, and I see this gospel choir, and they're singing and they're clapping, and I was like, oh, wow. So the next week, I come back and I join the choir, and I stayed for 15 years in the alto section. And gospel music is so powerful and so moving, and it speaks to hope, and it just always lifts me up. I still listen to it, but I'm not in the choir anymore. My interests kind of shifted, but I always carry that with me. Now, nowadays, I sing to an audience of one, my dog. I have a little white poodle mix, and her name is Maddie. And I was really surprised after I had her a while that I would be walking along or something silly would happen, and I would start chanting or saying something, and then I would turn it into a song. And then I would put it on my phone so I would not forget it, And Maddie has several nicknames because dogs do, right? Doesn't everybody nickname their dog? Maddie has Babu, Baba Cuddly, Babu, Boo, Baba Cuddly, several names. They work their way into her songs. And one day we're walking along, and I'm just like, this little melody comes into my head, and I'm thinking about my dog and how she's always got an angle. She's always working it around the Castro because she knows what she wants. She wants a snack. Little Babu, little Babu, little Babu of the Ba-Ba-Boo. Little Babu, little Babu, little Babu of the Ba-Ba-Boo. There's a little dog and she's shaking down all the businesses around the town for a biscuit. Give it up now, she wants a biscuit. And how? Little Babu, little Babu, little Babu of the Ba-Ba-Boo. little babu, little babu, little babu of the ba ba ba. Well, she's short and fluffy, don't you call her fat. She just wants a biscuit and that is that. So give it up. Give it up now. She wants a biscuit. And how? Little babu, little babu, little babu of the ba ba boo. Little babu, little babu, little babu of the ba boo.